What is up, everybody? I just wanted to come on here and do a updated video of my worship pedal board. I did one of these videos back in maybe 2017 or 2018, and I just thought I'd take the opportunity to jump back on, show you what's updated, show you what's stayed the same. A little bit about myself. I lead worship here in the Kansas City area, and lead week in and week out. I have built this board around practicality, usability, and just kind of fun. It's not necessarily anything new under the sun when it comes to worship or leading worship, but I've really enjoyed it. It was a fun project to work on, and so I would love to walk you through it. So let's get started with that. So this is the board. You can see it in front of you. It's Temple Audio Trio 21. The thing that I really loved about this was the form factor of it. I really like the in-out modules of it. If you're not familiar, I'd encourage you to look at it. This whole board is being powered by a True Tone CS12, and so that's what you're going to be hearing, and that's what we're working with. I'm using worship tutorials, amps coming out of my HX Stomp, and then I'm using a Morningstar MC6 to control the Boss trifecta up top, and we'll talk about more of that here in a minute. So first thing it hits is the compressor, and so it comes in and sounds like this with it on. With it off. So that's an always on thing for me. I never turn that off, and I really just have that for, just like most people, grabbing those tops, grabbing those bottoms. It's set to low compression on the dip switch on the front of it. It's been a great compressor for me. Then you hit the sub and up from TC Electronics, and really that was just a pedal to have the octave available to me. I wasn't really sure how much I'd use it. But I've used it more than I thought I would, and so here it is. This is with it off, and then with it on. So you can see that I really have it. If you look at it, the bass is almost all the way off, and it's just pushing that high octave with the mix pretty much all wet. From that perspective. Then it hits the soul food. I've tried to get away from this pedal a lot, and I've just never been able to do it. I have interest in the protein and interest in the morning glory, like a lot of people these days, but I just haven't been able to get away from it. So it's an always on stage 1 type drive. So I'm not even going to turn it off because most people know what it sounds like. But that's it. Then we hit the full drive 2. And this is a pedal that I actually really have disliked. And just in recent days have come to enjoy it and kind of like it a little better. And so it's still on the board here. And so this is what it sounds like. With it off. So you can hear it's just really thickening everything up and getting in front of it. Then I have the Spark Mini Boost, and this is really a stage 2 for me as well, along with the full tone. I don't ever stack all 3 of them. Not something that I ever need, but this is what it sounds like. I just use it to kind of push in front of everything and get it up if I need to. This is my volume trigger. Yeah, so that's how I'm using it. That's what I'm doing. And then it hits the volume pedal, which is a Dunlop Mini Volume X. Then it hits from there, it's going out the tuner out, and then out of the volume pedal, we hit the MD500. And I kind of have it doing that chorus vibrato tremolo thing that most people do. I was using an MXR analog chorus, really loved it, but I was like, oh, I'd really like to own a vibrato, or I'd like to own a tremolo, and I was like, oh, I'll have to keep switching them out. I didn't really want to do that. I found this MD500 used and was like, man, I'm going to roll with that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And so I threw it on the board. And so I've got it set up to do that, Phil Wickham type thing. Yeah, so you can hear that. That's what it's doing right at this moment. And then through the MC6, I've got it so I can turn it off with a double tap. And that's it. And then I am running the out of the MD500, I'm running the Worship Tutorials delay pack. I have stuff that I've created, but I really just love their dotted eighth and quarter note setup, and so I've got them pulled up and rolling right now. So that's what these sound like. You can do the dotted eighth. So you can hear that. That's pretty standard, pretty basic from that standpoint. Then we hit the RV500, and the main reverbs I'm using are actually from Guitar for His Glory. I purchased these when I first bought my RV500, and I really enjoyed them. And then Worship Tutorials came out with some several months ago, and so I purchased those as well. But the main ones I'm using is a small hall setting from Guitars for His Glory, and then a big hall is what it's called. These are the Bethel presets that he has that I'm using specifically, and so this is the small hall. And then this is the big hall. So you can hear those. They're really great preset. I've really enjoyed playing those. One of my favorite presets actually from Worship Tutorials is they have this preset called There Is a Storm. And during the song Firm Foundation, it's got that lead going into the bridge. And I've really enjoyed getting to play this reverb specifically for that part. So it sounds like this. So without playing, just you can hear it kind of does that cool washy thing. I just think it sounds really cool. And then as that builds in, I switch to a different preset within the song to get to out of that sound, because it is so washy that you kind of can get lost. And then it hits the HX Stomp. And I'm using the Worship Tutorials amps out of that. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about them, but that's what I'm doing personally. I've had the HX Stomp for 4 years now, and I've never built a preset on it. And I just love what these guys are doing. I think that if you find something that works, don't go away from it. When I do run stereo, I do run their AC30 and Fender Deluxe amp, and I've really enjoyed that. But since they released their AC30 tone match, I've started using that, and that's been really good. And then the last but not least is the MC6, and people know what that does. I just have a couple different things set through it. I played a worship night a couple months back, and when I did that, I used this, and it was really cool, really easy to be able to just step through your presets of each song and things like that. Guys, thank you for watching this. This is my board. If you have any questions, I'd love to try to answer them for you. If you think that I could be of any help, please feel free to reach out. Once again, thanks for watching this. I know there are plenty of others to watch and plenty of things on YouTube to see that take your time. So once again, I just appreciate it. And I pray that this helps better your ministry and that you continue to be able to use the talents God has given you to make much of Him. Thanks, guys.